I used to think, turmeric is so good that it can't be wrong. Adding it to any dish is nutritious, anti-inflammatory, and good for mom. Until one day I mixed turmeric into egg porridge, and after eating, my mom held her stomach all day. Not severe pain, but tired, bloated, lethargic, not interested in dinner. That's when I started to be afraid and quietly sat down to look up each medical article. It turns out that no matter how precious turmeric is, if combined with the wrong dish, it can still cause the elderly's body to be disordered, tired, or have difficulty absorbing. I wrote it down in my notebook, not to remember, but to never repeat it. Below are 3 dishes that I redlined in my mom's menu every time I used turmeric. Not because they were bad, but because my mom's body didn't need any more small burdens. And I also thought, turmeric is so good that it can be mixed into any dish. I was startled. Not all foods should be combined with turmeric. In fact, if combined incorrectly, turmeric can have the opposite effect, causing digestive disorders, increasing the burden on the liver, and even affecting blood pressure. I used to think that turmeric egg porridge was a super nutritious dish. Just hearing the name made me feel secure. Eggs rich in protein, turmeric anti-inflammatory. Add a little ginger, add a little onion. I cooked it for my mother on cold mornings as a way to replenish her vitality. My mother ate it. She didn't complain. But a few hours later, she kept holding her stomach. Not in severe pain, but she had indigestion and said, "This morning my stomach felt like something was not going down." At that time, I started to learn more and realized something unexpected. The fat in eggs, especially the yolk, when combined with curcumin, the main active ingredient in turmeric, not only reduces nutrient absorption, but can also increase the burden on the liver. For young people, this is not necessarily a problem. But for my mother, who already had mild hyperlipidemia and poor liver function, each time she combined eggs plus turmeric, it was like pushing her liver into a silent, tiring, extra shift. From then on, I stopped cooking turmeric eggs, not because it was toxic, not because my mother was afraid, but because I didn't want to trade the temporary, nutritious feeling for long-term discomfort. Now I still cook turmeric porridge, but with soft tofu, pumpkin, or steamed and mashed vegetables. The dish is still warm, still healthy, and gentle on the liver, gentle on my heart. I have read many articles saying that turmeric milk is a golden drink, good for sleep, anti-inflammatory, aids digestion. So I bought good fresh milk, mixed it with turmeric powder, added a little pure honey. After mixing it, I brought it to my mother's room as a warm afternoon gift. My mother drank it all, no complaints. But after a while, she sat there holding her stomach, then quietly lay down earlier than usual. I was confused, and then I found out. Cow's milk contains casein, a protein that causes curcumin in turmeric to precipitate, significantly reducing absorption. Not only that, for the elderly with slow digestive systems, drinking cow's milk, especially when mixed with turmeric, can easily cause bloating, indigestion, and prolonged flatulence. My mother does not need another delicious but uncomfortable drink afterwards. What mom needed was something light, easy to drink, easy to sleep, not a cup of superfood, but make her stomach restless all night. I stopped mixing turmeric with cow's milk. Instead, I chose unsweetened almond milk, roasted black sesame milk, or warm turmeric water with a thin slice of ginger. Mom still drank it, still felt warm in the stomach, but no longer held her stomach in silence. I learned one thing. Good is not what people say. Good is when my mother finishes drinking it, lies down, and has a good night's sleep. No tossing and turning, no discomfort. I read somewhere that combining black pepper with turmeric will help absorb curcumin better. Sounds reasonable. I did it. That day, I cooked turmeric porridge and sprinkled black pepper on top for fragrance. Then I added a little bit of light chili, thinking stimulate digestion, warm the body. After my mother finished eating, she didn't complain. But at night, she had trouble sleeping, tossing and turning, saying, "My body feels hot inside, but my hands and feet are cold." The next morning, my mother whispered, "Yesterday's porridge was delicious, but my stomach just wasn't at peace." I was silent. Then I read it again carefully. And it is true that black pepper can increase the absorption of curcumin, but that is when used in very small doses for healthy people with good digestion. As for older people like my mother, who have a sensitive stomach, slightly high blood pressure, and slightly weak kidneys, pepper and chili become strong stimulants, causing heartburn, insomnia, and even mild blood pressure disorders if used continuously. From then on, I stopped using spicy chili for my mother. I only sprinkled a little black pepper and always served it with steamed vegetables, pumpkin, and thin porridge to soften it. My mother did not need a dish that was better absorbed. She needed a dish that after eating, her body felt light and her heart felt light. And I understood that sometimes, a little less spicy meant one less time my mother woke up in the middle of the night. After trying, then stopping, then adjusting each dish, I have come to one conclusion. Taking care of yourself is not about finding a super good dish. It is about understanding what your loved one's body needs, what it can tolerate, and what it is tired of. Turmeric is still something I always keep in my kitchen. But now, I don't use it according to trends. I use it based on experience and practical observations on my own mother, who has silently endured for so many years without ever saying anything. A spoonful of turmeric, the right one, can help reduce inflammation, calm the stomach, and sleep well. But a spoonful of turmeric wrongly can also make your mother toss and turn all night without me even knowing. And I believe if you are taking care of your mother or father, you will understand that feeling. The feeling of just wanting a slightly lighter meal so that your loved one can have a less tiring day. I know there are little things that no one says. For example, Mom, did the turmeric porridge make you tired yesterday? Or, Dad, I see you pee less. Those things no one says. But if you are a child who is attentive enough, you will always notice. I don't share this story because I am good at it. I tell it because I was wrong. I used to mix everything people say is good into my mother's meals, forgetting nothing is good for everyone. There is only what is right, the right person, the right time. If you are taking care of your parents, grandparents, or yourself going through years of many uncertainties in your body, I hope you will try to stop for a few seconds, look back at a familiar dish, and ask, am I taking care, or am I doing it out of habit? Taking care does not need to be noisy, just enough to make every meal a true act of love. And if you find this video helpful, please send it to someone who is also quietly cooking for their mother every day. Because maybe just one spoon of turmeric, properly prepared, will help some mothers sleep better tonight.